Hello, Virgo. If you do hear a fan, I do apologize. It may be a little bit distracting, but it's really hot in here, so I do want to keep that in mind that if you hear a fan and it's like too overpowered or loud, I do apologize. It's just right now it's hot. Alright, so this is for Virgo couples. So this is your rune, and then the message, I think it's this way though. And then whoever you're in a partnership with or relationship, and I was going to briefly read that. You got protection, sledge, and rushes a moose. This is about the control of emotions during transition periods. So you're going through a lot of transition right now for the month of April. And then the message is flowing water, the driving. The invisible forces are at work here, creative and productive forces of nature. Okay, that's the message. And then whoever you're in a relationship with, they got gateway, the location of non-doing. With the symbol of the gateway, the ruin shows that there is work for you in both side and outside of yourself. So a lot of transition that you're both going through. Let's get into reading. Alright, so you're coming in April with the full card in reverse. So my feeling, there's no new starts, no new beginnings, or you're in a transition period, which that's the ruin, it said that. So a period of new beginnings, new transformation, but nothing has happened yet to, get the relationship going. Maybe you're in a new relationship and you want to be in a committed long-term relationship with someone, but there's no new starts or no beginning. Maybe there was a falling out with someone in the relationship that you love and care about, but there's no new starts in that. And then the Ace of Cups in reverse. So that's all about, the divine timing. So maybe it's not time to get things started. Maybe you're trying to, start something new within the relationship, like a business or something together that you are trying to work with another person with, or in the relationship sense. Like maybe you want to start working at home with your partner or vice versa or something of that effect. And then you have the Four of Wands. So that's the celebration card. That's the marriage card. It looks like with how it's going, this has to do with new beginnings, with relationships, with marriage, with beginnings. Like maybe you had a bad period in your relationship with this person and now you want to recommit it, rekindle the flame. Or this is ultimately a new person you're in a relationship with, but ultimately I think it's you're waiting on a new beginning to start with them of some kind. And then you have the Ten of Cups in reverse. So this is ultimate, happiness, fulfillment within you and maybe a significant other. But it looks like without being, in reverse, that, things aren't being fulfilled. Things aren't being as you would want them to be, as normal as possible. So you're probably in a transition period when it comes to your relationships. I know Virgos have gone through such a transformation this past few months. You're in a period of transition. You could have been in a committed relationship with someone for so long, and yet things ended and now you're with someone new, something like that effect. Or you're in a, you've been in this relationship. So I feel like upgrades are happening for a lot of Virgos, whether you're in a relationship or just signing contracts, signing agreements, or things of that nature. And then you have the Tower card in reverse. So I feel like you will be going through this, or you have been going through, and I feel like something was brought to the surface. Something, fell through the cracks, or something came down when it came to a Tower moment. Could have been, you and the significant other. Something fell through the cracks, I'm feeling. And then you have the Knight of Swords. So you're ready to take action. You're ready to move forward. It could be on communication with this person. It could be establishing a goal to moving forward. Like maybe you were in a period that things weren't great. Things weren't, all fine and dandy, and you broke down. And so now you're ready to move forward. And then you have the Three of Cups. So that's a celebration card. This is a time for celebration, I feel like, for the month of April. Maybe you're coming together with someone that you've been in a long-term relationship. Maybe, it's a celebration. You're renewing your vows or something to that effect. It can go either or. And then you have the Star card in reverse. So no hopes being fulfilled, no wishes being fulfilled. That's a sign, there's still things that you need to work on with another person. Maybe they're working on something to, come to light, come to the surface. So it does look good for you. It's just going through this transition. How you see this other person is the Nine of Wands. So you see them kind of reserved, kind of blocked off, kind of not opening up. So maybe you've had, defenses. Maybe you put up these defenses and they saw through that, or maybe this person you're dealing with, they have defenses and maybe they're just guarded because of this Tower moment, of this imbalance, of this, structure you're trying to work with here. And then how this other person sees you as a magician. So I feel like they see you as someone who's trying to manifest and create a balance within the relationship, someone they can work with, someone they can create this relationship with. So I feel like it's kind of like in between, period where, you have to get through the barriers. I feel like you have to get to the nitty-gritty of the situation and really find out what works and what doesn't. What do you want? And I feel like with them seeing you as a magician, they can see that you're trying to work on creating this beginning. Either it's being in a new relationship with them or an old relationship that pretty much falled out and you're trying to repair it. So they see you as some potential of creating a new beginning. And how the clarity to move forward in the relationship for the month of April is the Hangman. So maybe stalling at the moment, maybe, trying to look within what is the best alternative motives here, when it comes to the relationship. What can we do different that, we may have not realized in the past? Like if it's a new relationship, you don't want to get stuck. You don't want to get stagnant. Maybe that's why you see the other person, they're kind of stuck at the moment, or they're kind of like in limbo. So there's really no big decisions here to make. Just do the best you can with these energies as they go. And if it's been a, long committed relationship, look at your options of what you can make the situation better. But either or, whatever your situation is, I just feel like it's not a time to take action. It's just time to really push through these barriers. And you could have put up walls in these relationships and just start from scratch. Whether it's a new relationship or whether it's, something that's fallen out and you're trying to rebuild it, I feel like, for you guys. Bye-bye.